Hey guys, I have another video for you today, and while things may look the same in this world, we're actually in the snapshots as indicated by my debug menu here. Now, as you probably guessed, we're here because today's creation uses the OPAF block, occasionally referred to as the observer block, and you also probably guessed that the subject matter of today's video is the smallest 3x3 trapdoor. Now this thing is absolutely tiny. It comes in at a volume of just 72 blocks, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this is the first time in Minecraft history where the smallest 3x3 trapdoor has equaled the volume of the smallest 3x3 door. Of course, I need to say a big warning before we get started on the tutorial, and that is, since this was made in the snapshots, there's no guarantee that it'll work in future updates, even in the final 1.11 update. Now, I do have some other versions of this trapdoor in my vault though, so hopefully if this trapdoor does end up breaking, then I should have a fix ready to go. But that is long enough of an intro, I think, so let's get started with the redstone. Alright, so this is the layout of the 3x3 trapdoor that we're going to be working with, and you may have guessed that this is going to be standard and we're going to be placing the input on this side by the storage piston, but you'd be wrong because we are using the power of OPAF blocks after all, which means all logic is flipped on its head. So we're going to be placing the input on the opposite side, and that lever is also going to be updating these two OPAF blocks like that. And this OPAF block on the right is going to be powering this normal piston, which shifts back and forth more OPAF blocks. Then to move those OPAF blocks back into their original position, we're going to need to just be placing another piston on that side there. And then to power that piston, we need two more OPAF blocks going into a sticky piston holding a redstone block, and that'll just power that. But this redstone block also updates an OPAF here. Now, the way this double piston extender works, a quick rundown of it is that this back OPAF, of course, powers that piston there, and these front OPAFs power the piston in that position. But to power it in the middle, what we're going to need to do is be placing more OPAFs, of course. An OPAF there, and an OPAF here, and then a sticky piston holding a block to update that OPAF is going to round out that thing there. As you see, as soon as that moves, it's going to update that. And then to get a signal through that piston, we're just going to be using another OPAF, and then this is going to, I can't place blocks today, this is going to be updating another OPAF, which is going to be powering a sticky piston holding another OPAF. And at this point you might be wondering, zombachu, how are we possibly going to get a signal to this corner of the creation? Actually, you probably did not think that, because you probably have guessed. We are going to be using an OPAF just like that, and that would just be powering a sticky piston holding, guess what? You actually already guessed it, it's going to be another OPAF. And then the final block we're going to be placing is an OPAF there. Actually, I lied. We need to place an immovable block here, just in case, otherwise I think it's going to be location node. So just place an obsidian there, and that'll finish out the creation. And that should be it, actually. We could just replace all these blocks that we created as garbage there. And then if I were to just flick this lever, should close. And if I were to flick it again, should open. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am wondering if you guys would like a button version of these trapdoors. I already have one. It is the same size as these, but it is a little bit wonky on the input, and it is pulse length dependent. So I'm wondering if you guys would still like that. If you do, then just leave a comment below, and I'll definitely get to making a video on that. But yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.